Hi, and welcome to a 3-minute photo thought. Those of you who have seen my prior videos know that this is not my usual recording studio. I am actually away at work, and while I've been here, I've had a couple of thoughts that I really wanted to share, so I thought, why not try recording it in my motel room? I've never done it before, and we'll see how it comes out. But what I wanted to talk about today was flexibility and managing expectations while you're photographing. So last week, David Laffan, in his channel, put out a video about landscape photography and 5 tips for landscape. Now, I'm going to leave a link to his channel and to that video in the description of this video. But one of the reasons I really enjoyed that video was it wasn't just bam, 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 here are the 5 tips. With each tip, he chose to expand upon it. And one of the things he spoke about was the ability to change your plan in response to changing conditions when you're out photographing. And I had commented to him on that video saying, you have to take the gift that you're given. He really enjoyed that quote, he said to me. And so I thought what I would do is take just a couple minutes to expand upon that and talk about that just a bit. Now, I wish I could say that was my quote. It really isn't. It belongs to my teacher and someone who really touched the lives of a lot of people and died way too young, Nancy Rotenberg. When out on a workshop, if some of the participants weren't quite so perfectly happy because of the location or the conditions or the weather, she would always say, you have to take the gift that you're given. And she really believed that. And I think that there's a lot that we can learn from that. I take that to mean that when you're out photographing in nature, there's always a gift that nature is giving you. Another way to look at it would be an opportunity to photograph something about nature. Now, that opportunity may not be what you were planning on photographing, and really, why should it be? But our job as photographers, I think, is to be open and receptive to what nature is giving us at any time, and for lack of a better term, to take advantage of those opportunities, to go with the flow and not try to fight Mother Nature because, let's face it, you're not going to win. So what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, that you had plans to go shoot and do macro photography at a nearby wildflower reserve. And you wake up the next morning and lo and behold, it's a windy day. Well, you can go and still try and shoot your macro photographs. And, if you wait long enough, the wind will probably die down for a second or two here and there. And you may even come back with a sharp shot or two that you really like. But you're also sure to come back with a whole lot of frustration and not feeling like you were really in the zone, if you will, with your photography. Instead, why not take advantage of the opportunity of the gift that you're given of the wind and even put on a neutral density filter, make the wind worse, and take photos of motion and color as the flowers blow in the wind. And you may even come back with 10s or maybe even 100 compositions that you really love and that you hadn't planned for. Just by being open and receptive to what's there and not trying to fight that losing battle with Mother Nature, you really come back more creative with images that you like and a feeling that you are out there in nature and a part of it. So when you go out to photograph, do you usually have plans of where you want to go and what you specifically want to take pictures of? I know I usually do. I think it's a great way to start a photographic day to have some sense of what you'd like to accomplish. But along the same lines, do you feel like you're flexible enough and can manage your expectations enough to be open and receptive to the gift that's being given to you and able to change those plans to take advantage of that opportunity? And do you agree that there's always a gift? If you'd like to discuss it, and I hope you will, please leave a comment in the section below the video. I'm Howard, and this channel is about introducing viewers to photographers who inspire, to discussing all sorts of photographic topics, and to enhancing creativity with Photoshop and Lightroom tutorials. And if those topics sound interesting to you, I'd sure appreciate your support of the channel by having you click on that subscribe button below. Thanks for visiting, and we'll see you next time.